Hello, everyone. My name is MichaelPowers. It's really great to be here with you at Friendship Village. You can see this is what I wear when I'm out with all the pandemic going on, so people know that I'm a smiley guy. But now that I'm up here and it's safe, I can take it off. And you can see that I really am a smiley guy. Hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you so much for inviting me to be here with you. And I'm excited to play for you for the first time. There's a tune that was done by Sonny and Cher, and it's called The Beat Goes On. It's on my latest CD. The CD is called Retro Radio. And I decided what would it be like to take a look at what it would be like to make a sort of jazzy big band version of it. And in this sound, I'm going to feature my guitar doing different sounds. So when you're hearing all these different sounds, it's actually me playing it. Like, for example, on this particular tune, I'm going to play some flute that will sound like this. I'm also going to play some saxophone, baritone in this case. And various guitar sounds. I had this instrument, it's called a frame guitar, custom built for me in Germany. And so I'm able to access all these sounds that I like when I'm being a composer. I like working with all these different kinds of sounds. So here's a little bit of the song, The Beat Goes On, Sonny and Cher, and you'll hear it featuring all these different sounds within it. The beat goes on. Little bit of Sonny and Cher. I bet you never thought you'd hear it kind of sounding like that. A little bit of bluesy stuff. One of the other things that my guitar can do is emulate the sound of voices. There's a wonderful, now we're in Black History Month, one of the great vocal jazz groups of all time is a young group called Take Six. And Take Six uses 6 voices and to get this great sound that they have and blend. And I said, well, I have a way to make my guitar get some voice sounds, and I've got 6 strings on it. So let me see if I can get some of that sound of Take Six with this. This is a tune from my Passport CD. By the way, all my CDs are available at my website. It's MichaelPowersmusic.com, actual CDs or digital downloads. And from the Passport CD, which is about traveling all over the planet that I've done, this was about being in 2 places. I went to London, and I was playing in a club there, and Liza Minnelli came in and wanted to sing. And she got up on stage, and we did that thing that musicians do when you get up there. It's like, what do you want to play? What do you want to play? What do you want to play? Finally, I piped up and said, how about that tune that your mom made famous, Judy Garland? How about Somewhere Over the Rainbow? So this recalls that experience and that stamp on my passport. And then, of course, when I went to Hawaii, I heard Brother Is and his great version of Over the Rainbow. So this is sort of a synthesis of both, bringing that great sound of Take Six as well with the voices. And that sounds like this. Could hear those waves right there of Hawaii. Somewhere over the rainbow. So much fun to play. Thank you for having me here. Once again, I'm Michael Powers. One of the really great innovators of jazz music and even popular music was Louis Armstrong. Louis Armstrong played the trumpet and sang and collaborated with all the best people in the world, but he also exuded joy, which I think people who didn't even care about jazz or that kind of music, they could feel the joy and enjoy it as much as they could. So I feel like that's my mission, to carry on that idea, to keep that going. And so I'm going to do a little tribute to Louis Armstrong here, since we're in Black History Month and we're looking at these kind of things. The first one is, of course, his most famous piece. It's called What a Wonderful World, and this is from my 20 Songs for 20 Years CD. What a Wonderful World. Of course, a famous tune by Louis Armstrong. But something else he was really associated with was Stardust. And also, one of the more famous collaborations that he did was working with the great Duke Ellington. Now, Duke Ellington is what we would call jazz royalty. In jazz, we had the Count. We're talking about Count Basie. The Duke Ellington. And we also had the King. They called him Louis Armstrong. They called him King Louis. So what if you put Duke Ellington and King Louis together? You get something like this. This is a great tune called Don't Get Around Much Anymore. And in the middle, it'll feature my guitar's best impression of a Louis Armstrong type of trumpet solo. We had the virtual audience. You know, like when you watch those football games, you get watching those NFL games, and they're like, you hear and when they drop the ball, it's like the guy is really on that. Thank you, Skip. Thanks, Skip, for putting all these different great audiovisual things together for you, doing a regular collection of things on a regular basis, and doing a great job. Thank you, Connie, for inviting me to play, and also Fred. You know your driver, Fred? He's a great musician as well, and plays really good drums. I was trying to get him to come up and drum with me today, but he said he had to go off and do something else. So Fred got me known by Connie, and we went from there. Now, the very first tune that I ever learned on the guitar, well, the first chord was this, and that's an open E chord. And I thought it was the greatest thing I'd ever heard. I was about 15. I got a guitar, and I learned this chord. And you remember El Kabong? I thought I was El Kabong because I figured out I could move this guitar chord around like this. I did it for like 57 days straight until my mom said, "Look, you have to stop. I can't hear this anymore." So I said, "Okay, that's cool. I'll take it on the road." I grabbed my guitar. I went to the neighbor, rang the doorbell. They opened the door. I was standing there. I was ready. I was ready to take my act on the road. Anyway, many years later, I decided I was going to make a recording, a CD of all Latin-based music from different places in the world. You know, there's a lot of great Latin music from Cuba, from South America, from Spain, you know, all kinds of different places. And I decided that I was putting that together, and I told my mom, and she said, "Do you remember when you were playing this? So you remember that tune?" I said, "Yeah, Ma." She said, "Could you learn the rest of that dang song for me, please?" I said, "Sure, yeah." It goes with Malagueña. So from my Latin CD, which is called Cinco de Michael, this is my version of the great Latin classic, Spanish flamenco style classic, Malagueña.
Oh, the virtual audience is here.
Malaguena for you. That's starting to sound like it's just like a bathwater running or something. I appreciate you getting me in there. Thank you so much. I hope some of you are getting up and dancing around your place. Speaking of dancing and Black History Month, one of the greatest artists of all time, most prolific from when he was a kid, when he was a little Stevie Wonder. Steve Land Morris is his real name, and became like most covered people doing his stuff. Wrote such great stuff. I mean, even Frank Sinatra did his stuff, everybody. And I did a CD called Soul School, and it looks at the entire history of soul music from the very first soul song to modern soul, and, people like Al Green and Marvin Gaye and Earth, Wind, and Fire. And, of course, you have to have Stevie Wonder in any discussion of soul. So with that in mind, here's one of his great tunes. I love being able to play this for people in different situations, because you need to get things signed, you need to get them sealed, and you need to get them delivered. You know what I'm saying? Signed, sealed, delivered. A little bit of Stevie Wonder for you. If you know how to do a cha-cha, maybe a little mambo, if you know how to do that, this is the time for you. Get ready, clear a little space in your place to get up and do that. It'll take a minute for the beat to get going, but once the beat gets going, see if you can get up and cha-cha. If you can't get up and cha-cha, you have the alternative. It's sitting down in the chair and moving back and forth. I call that the chair cha. So you can try that as well. This is a great Latin piece from my Latin CD, Cinco de Michael CD. The original name of it was Quien Sera. It was done by a lot of different folks, actually. The English version with words translated to English, the first recording was by Dean Martin, and he called it Sway. And so here's Sway for you, and hope you can sway around your place a little bit, get that Latin dancing going. That is Sway for you. Once again, some Latin music. I hope you were moving around, even if you were just kind of sashaying around a little bit. One of the tunes that Connie heard me play and really liked was a tune by a great African-American musician, something else for Black History Month. We're talking about Prince. He's kind of a strange and eccentric kind of a character, but the genius of his writing and performing is undeniable. Probably his most famous tune is this one I think Connie likes. So this is for you, Connie, my version of Purple Rain. And it appears on my Retro Radio CD. Purple Rain for you. We just had the Super Bowl, and probably one of the greatest Super Bowl halftime performances ever was when they were down in Florida, like they just were, and Prince was playing that tune, and it started raining, and he just kept playing. So the good news is he didn't get electrocuted, but it was an amazing performance, and so that's a great history moment. The next piece that I want to play is something that was done by the Doobie Brothers, and it's on my cover-to-cover CD. And this tune, I always thought it had kind of a gospel kind of a bent to it, a little bit, but especially Michael McDonald's approach, the composer and singer of this particular tune, really gave you that kind of feel. But I decided that when I recorded it, I was going to pour a whole bottle of gospel on top of it, especially at the end. So here's my version of Taking It to the Streets. Taking it to the streets, Doobie Brothers, right there for you. A little bit of that kind of fun stuff. One of the great persons that really graced the earth as far as doing interesting soul music and so on is they called him the Godfather of soul. We're talking about James Brown. James Brown was a good singer, but you almost know him more for wow, doing that kind of stuff. But one of the greatest. Everybody's done some of his tunes. They've sampled him and used him in different types of stuff. And his great saxophone player that played with him for so many years, who's actually still out there playing, his name is Maceo Parker, and has a lot of great energy. So this is going to be, what if Michael Powers got to do some James Brown, have James Brown do the yells, and Maceo Parker play the saxophone? What would that sound like? This is something from the 20 Songs for 20 Years CD. It's called I Feel Good. You can snap your fingers. Maceo, come over here and play your horn. feel good. They're talking about James Brown right there. And thank you so much. Appreciate being able to come here and play for you. I did want to play something that was originally done, of course, by the Beatles. And you got some Beatles fans out there. I want to play Eleanor Rigby for you. This is from my New Jack Jazz recording, Eleanor Rigby for you. Eleanor Rigby. Once again, that's from my New Jack Jazz CD. There's a couple of things more I want to play for you. There's a tune that is closely associated with the great Louis Armstrong, and so if you like to do that nice kind of slow dancing, and you can either grab your partner or remember how it felt to grab your partner and do a nice slow kind of dance. Think about that when I'm playing this. This is my version of Stardust. Stardust for you. Want to play a couple more tunes. Some of you are Beatles fans, but some of you may be more a little bit on the rougher side. You like the the kind of little bit more bad boys that the Rolling Stones represent for as far as the British invasion goes. This is a tune that I recorded and I put actually on my Urban Ukulele CD. I did a CD of this kind of music, but all done on ukulele. I didn't have it here today, but I'll just play on the top strings for you and get that same kind of sound. This is my version of Miss You by the Rolling Stones from Urban Ukulele. This next tune I want to play for you, of course, we have the big holiday of love coming up. Hallmark Cards loves this holiday, but I do too. And you have to let the people that you love, let them know that you love them. And if you don't, you might end up in the doghouse. So get those flowers, get those cards, get that stuff going. This is the Valentine's Day. This is early warning for Valentine's Day. And this is from my Latin CD, and it's my version of the great classic American songbook standard, My Funny Valentine. My Funny Valentine, once again from the Cinco de Michael CD. I've got a time to just play a couple more. Just so many tunes I want to play for you. So I'll have to come back and play some more for you. I also have a really cool holiday show, so hopefully I'll come back by then. And I hope I come back when all of this pandemic is over and I can play for you in person and see your faces. But this is really a wonderful alternative in the meantime. This is a tune that I found out is actually the most recorded gospel tune of all time. Of course, then I decided to add to that and make my recording from the Urban Ukulele CD. This is called I'll Fly Away, one of the classics. I'll Fly Away. Great gospel piece. Got time for one more piece for you before I fly away. My name, once again, is Michael Powers. I want to thank Skip for doing a great job with setting up the light and the sound and mixing everything together. Connie for inviting me. Fred for telling Connie about me. When you see Fred, your driver, tell him thanks. And next time we'll get him up here to play some drums as well. This is a tune made famous, of course, by the Eagles. I'm going to finish with this one from my Latin CD. And once again, you can get all that stuff at my website. It's michaelpowersmusic.com. Digital downloads, actual CDs, decoder rings, everything. Got everything there. Anyway, this is my version of probably the most famous tune by the Eagles. It's called Hotel California. Or Hotel Tempe in this case. Okay. Feel like I was running. Yeah, there it is. The big applause. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that, Skip. Thank you so much to Friendship Village. Hope to see you again soon. I'm Michael Powers, and hope you're having a wonderful day, and you continue to do so. Keep safe and well. Thank you.